Okay, so this movie is going to be a making of the movie itself. And the inspiration for this movie was a lot of Charlie Kaufman's work, like Adaptation or Synecdoche in New York. And in those movies, basically, he writes himself into the movie in first, like a literal way, and then the second, a metaphorical way, where you see like how it's kind of a meta movie. It's a movie that's about the creation of itself. And the interesting part about that is if you made a making of that movie, then you would see something that looks similar to the movie, like an adaptation. It's about him trying to write this book about, or adapt a book into a movie. And the original book is about, this woman with some flowers, and he's having a real hard time adapting it. So what he ends up writing is a book about him trying to adapt this book and then writing himself into it. Um, that was funny. And Synecdoche, New York is about this theater director who's analogizing the uh, himself as a movie director. And the theater director um, basically gets this huge MacArthur grant and decides to make a project about, what's true or whatever, and kind of just keeps creating smaller versions of life, of his life. Um, and everyone around him, he's like making a character, and then he's trying to, he makes this set that looks identical to his outside world. He has to write himself into that, and that's kind of the same progression. Now, in this case, I don't really have to deal with much of that because I've decided to. You see how in the mirror you can see me pointing to the camera. So normally in a making of, they'll have cameras filming the camera. But in this case, and look, I can actually look at it over there. I can actually break the fourth wall here. Right now, I'm breaking. I guess this is the fourth wall. I think I started out by breaking the fourth wall. So maybe that's just the third wall, but it also happens to be the fifth wall and technically the seventh. And maybe that's the odd wall. This is the even wall. We could call it like that. No, it's new, right? We're learning together. So, um, yeah, this setup you can see the making of right here, or I guess, well, everywhere. Um, this is the movie coming in, and then you're also seeing the making of, maybe in that dimension. So let's start. Well, obviously we already have um, action. So let's see. I guess at this point anything goes, right? So yeah, this is part of the making of, is thinking of the ideas. So I'll let you know I had thought of this idea just about 15 minutes ago. I was meditating and I was trying to, I was like staring at this like little statue thing, and let me come up a little closer. Um, so I'm staring at this little statue thing, and I'm like thinking about how I'm feeling, and I'm like, how can I like go meta on this or something? I don't know. At first, I started thinking about like a little like me, like a little kind of Charlie Kaufman director in my head, going, I don't know, kind of pacing back and forth in the scene of me sitting on my cushion and across from this like little Buddha statue and in this nice garden. And then, oh, okay, let me add another one. And so now, and all of a sudden, my head is filled with these yelling and talking over each other, kind of directors trying to direct each other. I don't know. That's not really real because that's not really what it was like. Then I imagined them, okay, at a certain point, they're all just like, let's party. And then they like throw a huge party, and maybe that's like this, that was an interesting thing. They just all start like playing some like dope ass music, like they different people like start doing like, I don't know, different things, and it sounds really cool, and they're all partying. Maybe that's like life, like that's what we decided to do as little atoms, right? So that was a thought. I don't know. But then I was like, okay, well, that's not really how this is, right? So it's not a good like meta. It's like I'm just metacognition. It's just I'm thinking. But like to express. So I just thought about, okay, what am I expressing right now? We're always expressing something. Then how can I meta express that? As in express what it's like to express the expression. In a way, maybe all expression is just infinite meta expression, but maybe, okay, I don't know, there's something that it is like of the aspect of maybe having that awareness of expressing that, oh, okay, this is me expressing. And then I tried to, like, I was just doing it with my body, like, we're expressing a lot with body language. So I was doing something like, I was feeling this thing, and I was doing something like, yeah, sure. So that was a little interruption. My mom's gonna make eggs for me. A little embarrassing. I don't know why that's embarrassing. I just am now conscious of uh, others in the house around me, and that's part of the making of, like, things get messy, things get different. You lose your train of thought. Anyways, I just started to, and then I basically, there was a progression where I was like, okay, what was it like? Then I did a little, like, I don't know, maybe I kind of winked or something, and then I was like, okay, yeah, it's kind of like this winking aspect of, like, awareness of something where it's like, huh, it's a little, like, I don't know, and then I, like, did it really, because I was like, oh, I was trying to play that up. I was like, well, then I kind of, like, I sighed because I was like, I don't know, this isn't really working. And then I, like, oh, okay, that was kind of like a breath. Then I kind of just started breathing. So maybe I was like, oh, that's an interesting, like, loop. Because one thing that I'm always thinking about through this meta stuff is, like, okay, meta infinite is God. That's some premise I've had discovered on some mushroom trip many years ago. And that was an interesting experience where I felt like any thought that I had, if I kept going meta on it, I would, I would think about it and think about it and think about it. And then there would be this sensation of it. A synesthesia of seeing that train of thought, like, travel off and off and off. But as soon as it, like, reached infinity, I, like, got a jolt into myself. Like, it looped back, and into, like, this field of awareness that we call God. The total field of awareness. I'm not trying to be, use words that a lot of people, I don't mean anything really by that. Let's get back to the movie, as if we had ever stopped. So, what were we talking about? I think I explained, yeah, I explained the awareness, how this started. Oh, right, and now the creation process for the movie. Like, you get to see that in most making of, they already have the idea. They already know what they're going to do, right? They're just carrying out. But that's something I've always been peeved about, is, like, why did directors get all the credit? They're just carrying it out. What about the writer who wrote the damn thing? I get it, right? Execution and all that, but I'm just saying. But yes, you get to see the writing and directing and the acting. So I'm going to be the writer, director, actor, all that. So it's probably not going to be very good. I can tell you that. But let's go ahead. So let's think about it, right? What would make a good movie? And at this point, remember, like, it could be about anything. I'm gonna sit here. I mean, would there be a topic that would be the most meta on it? Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe I should talk about, well, I shouldn't be just talking. I shouldn't just be talking. Is that interesting? This is what, so far, that's what I've been doing. I'm kind of shifting around. So, let's do a kind of a hero's journey, something. I don't know how it's gonna go, but let's start with enacting. Maybe, like, the first, I don't know, like a discovery of something, oh, here's how it'll start. I'm gonna leave this one a surprise. What's this? Who's watching me? I can see myself. But when I look at the green dot, my eyes face forward. When I look at my eyes are to the side, but I'm looking at my eyes. Who's making eye contact with who? I look at the green dot. I don't know. What's the time? 11 minutes and 4 seconds. And scene. So, that'll be the first scene. Well, I don't know. But, it was kind of like a guy, like, playing music, and then discovering that he's being filmed or whatever. And then, okay, let's do something else. This is kind of improv, right? So, that's maybe the only way it works. Okay, and back to here. It's day 11. It's not day 11. Or yeah, you know what? Okay, it's day 12. I've been here. I'm still trying to figure what's going on now. I just discovered this camera. I've just been hanging out. And, who's that? This, I can see the eyes of a mirror. And that, there, in the mirror world, a smaller representation. I don't even know if you can hear that, but what I said was, and that's a mirror. So who am I talking to? Why do I assume I'm talking to me? I'm going crazy. This is my psychotic break. Insane. So that's kind of like the character's, maybe entrance into psychosis, which maybe is a little soon in scene 2. The character needs what is it, right? Like motivation or something, or I don't know. There's a threshold, right? Okay, so let's do like threshold. I have to get out of here. Boom, perfect, right? Why do I have to get out of here? And you're losing it. It's whatever, right? I feel like this place is making me crazy. I don't know where I am. There's too many me's. What is this? You can't. It's mirrored or something. I don't think that works. Maybe the secret is in this wise text. That's a thing. That's part of it. It's like a wise thing. It's all true. It's all true. It's all true. It's all true. So, scene. Okay, let's think. Okay, threshold. Now we have to go somewhere. But if I can't actually really go anywhere. Okay, no problem. So let's just pretend, right? Okay, so a door kind of thing, and then. Oh, hello, another. I'm not alone. You're just a figment of my imagination? What? What do you mean? Are you sure? But I'm me and you're you. How could you be in me? What am I? No. Okay, so then that was maybe like, I don't really need to explain it, right? It could be just what it is, can't it? And maybe I'll just keep going, or I don't know. Or maybe this is part of it. Maybe, maybe this whole thing has been entirely scripted. Aha. Aha. Yeah, that's right. Plot twist. I don't even know how well the audio is coming out. But that was a plot twist. The movie has been the movie the entire time. The inner movie was never a movie. That was part of the script too, of course, but it wasn't meant to be good. That's why it was bad. But this also is probably the same situation, huh? What else? Okay, relax. We got it. Let's dance. Look at this. This guy's freaking. He's loose. He's good. Oh, net line, please. Okay. So, the banana. No, that's not right. The bastard who took my knapsack deserves to die. Okay? Got it. Never mind. No, I'm not actually talking to anyone. I wanted to let you know that. So, conclusion. Why conclusion? We're loving this, right? Why the conclusion? I got a pack. I don't know, do I feel that I've expressed anything? Kind of a rushed, kind of frantic, maybe, attitude. Let's sit down. I love you guys. I really do. And I clearly love myself. I don't know. It's hard to say in this world. I love myself. It's a taboo, isn't it? Self-obsession. Does this look like self-obsession to you? Yeah, it does. To me, it does. If I was looking at it, and I am. I'm just playing around. I'm just doing something. You know, I'm just doing something. I'm just playing around. I'm expressing myself, aren't I? I am. You see that? Painted that. Me. This guy. And that guy. There's nothing to be ashamed of about that. Who is this villain that I'm defending myself against? That's restricting self-expression and a little self-love. Self-love. I mean, what more could you ask for? That's the thing. That's the thing. That's what I think. The world doesn't want us to love ourselves. They want us to love things and stuff. Because then you can't monetize self-love, man. And woman. And they. I think I've been looking at the wrong thing this whole time. Let me know. I can't tell. Does this look more like eye contact? Or this? I think this one. Oh, hey. There you are. There you are, little guy. It's okay. Thank you. I love you. And you're welcome.